I'm not really the big hiker that I look like I am, although I am doing a big hike, right? I'm doing this video for my grandchildren and my children. Whoever's watching, if you're enjoying this, more power to you, but it's not for you. It's for them. And the reason is I have a terminal cancer, which, you know, is gonna get me eventually. You know, none of us get out of here alive. But I happen to have a real good idea of what it is that's going to take me out when I go. So this is something I can kind of do for those guys. So that's why I'm doing these videos. I'm having fun too. It's actually kind of fun to do it. I'm not disliking it at all. Those wonderful doctors, they saved me from cancer, and it would kill you pretty quick, this cancer. What it does is it dissolves your bones. And then all that calcium gets in your blood, it plugs up your kidneys, and then you die of kidney failure. All right? Crazy, huh? I currently have what's called osteopenia, but 5 years ago I was full-on osteoporosis, which is not a good thing. Part of what's good for me in doing this hiking business is, aside from it's a blast, right? Is it gets lots of pressure on these long bones in your legs, on your hips, on your back, all that. I have something called peripheral neuropathy, pretty bad in my feet. Painful peripheral neuropathy, which is a special kind, which isn't very nice. Because basically what neuropathy does to you is it destroys your circulation in your feet and your hands. So my feet get cold almost any old point, right? It's terrible how easily my feet get cold. They don't get cold when I'm out walking. I can even walk in snow and they don't get cold, but tell you what, if I'm not moving, they get cold. The other thing that happens is they burn at night. They just sit there and burn and burn and burn. Now, fortunately, we managed to put in something called a spinal cord stimulator, which knocks a lot of that out. Knocks a lot of that pain out. That's a battery-powered device that's basically implanted outside of my spine, right in my back, just above my pelvis back there. And yeah, like I say, I'm a walking load of trouble, but I'm walking. I'm not really the big hiker that I look like I am, although I am doing a big hike, right? I have a lot of support. The girls back there at the camper, they're supporting me. You know, I'm not doing everything just like everybody else is on their AZT, because I'm being resupplied at the camper. You know, those guys are helping me out. Certainly every day I'm getting water from them at least once. And I was thinking about this. It was pointed out to me several times actually, and correctly, that I don't wear my backpack right. I don't know if you can see there, but I let these straps here really loose so that it allows the backpack far away from my upper back. I have a hunchback a little bit on the back of me, which, you know, is not exactly ideal. You really would rather not have one of them. And some of it was I was born that way. And for me, I find that the weight on the hips is far easier for me to handle than the weight on the shoulders. You gotta realize I'm kind of weak. Like I say, 5 years ago, I couldn't raise my hands over my head for 10 seconds. For you guys that are watching these videos, I hope you enjoy it. And you know, I'm not doing the same thing everybody else is. I don't actually know about the water as much as, say, somebody else who was a real thru hiker would have to know. I do. I get a kick out of finding water out in the desert, and I have pumped water a couple times. There'll be days when I can't stay at the camper. Coming up here before too long, we're gonna hit Saguaro Park, and I think I'll have 2 nights out, and I'll have to get water on my own then. And you could be sure I'll be looking for where the water's at, just like the rest of you. Yet I ain't dead yet. Neither are we. We ain't dead yet either. That was my wife's idea to create a YouTube channel called We Ain't Dead Yet. But yeah, so I'm not actually carrying a heavy pack. It's got about 15 pounds of stuff in it. You know, my couple liters of water and my, you know, all the stuff that you want just for emergencies, you know. I got my medical kit and some extra clothes in case it gets cold or gets rainy or windy or whatever, all that stuff. And got a little space blanket in there in case I don't make it home. I got my flashlight for night or my headlamp for nighttime and all that stuff, you know. And so, you know, I'm kind of running light. Don't you guys go comparing yourself to me if you're planning on being a real thru hiker. What I am is I'm just a hiker. I'm doing good for how, you know, all the debits that I have in my life. I'm actually doing real good. But you need to kind of make sure you're not taking your script from me if you're gonna go out and be a thru hiker, because I ain't doing the same things you're gonna be doing. I got it a fair bit easier. So yeah, shoot, I hope I see some of you guys out here. Now I'm out here in February, which of course is way early. I mean, we are dealing with a little bit of cold sometimes, but it's been just fine. But I believe that the main rush is in March, and probably what'll happen then is you guys will all catch me and I'll get to see you and say hi. That'll be great. That'll be great. Anyhow, that was the one little point I wanted to make sure that I got covered. Is, you know, I'm not the guy I appear to be, probably. Yeah, probably not. But I'm doing pretty darn good for how good I'm doing. So take that, huh?